Might not notice. Every month, a little bit of money gets taken from your card. Maybe it's a few dimes, maybe a few cents. Most people don't pay attention to those tiny deductions. But a single bank can have tens of millions or even hundreds of millions of customers. If the bank quietly takes a few cents from each account every month, the total adds up fast. Jack, a longtime bank teller, discovered this small loophole. He even exploited it to make a fortune. This story is based on a real incident. Jack was a diligent bank teller. One day he noticed the bank claiming a service fee and deducting a few cents from each user's balance every month. Their bank had nearly 10 million customers. A few cents from each one adds up to a lot of money. Jack thought of a way to profit from it. Customers usually ignore those 1 or 2 cent service charges. If he could siphon an extra penny from each account, he could make $100,000 in a single day. As a computer whiz, Jack wrote a virus. He disguised it as internal work-related mail. He secretly attached it and sent it to senior managers. The executives opened Jack's Trojan email without suspicion. That let Jack easily take control of their computers. He could even watch the managers through their webcams. Using a manager's PC, Jack spread the virus to every computer in the bank. When the network center machines blue screened, they attempted to reboot. Staff had to enter passwords during the restart. Once Jack captured those passwords, he could access the bank's servers. He then controlled all the customers' data. Next, he deducted 1 extra penny from the bills of 9.6 million customers, labeling each deduction as a service fee. That produced $96,000. He couldn't transfer that money into his own account. Too risky. So Jack found an account at the bank that had been dormant for 10 years. He successfully funneled the money there. The next second, urgent knocking sounded at the door. Jack used to be a law-abiding worker. Though skilled with technology, his lack of degrees left him a low-paid teller. By comparison, his childhood friend Jenny had become the bank's cybersecurity manager. But whenever problems were unsolvable, they still needed Jack to step in. Jack was tired of this life. Fate, however, kept hitting him. That day, his father suddenly fell ill and needed a large surgery fee. So Jack came up with the penny plan. Just as he'd succeeded, loan sharks to whom his father owed money showed up at the door. Jack now had the cash, but he hadn't had time to withdraw it yet. He had no choice but to turn and jump into a getaway. He dove into a taxi and the chase erupted on the road. In this emergency, Jack thought about the safest way to retrieve the money. First, he couldn't wire it online. That would leave a trace. Second, ATMs have withdrawal limits. So the only option was to go to a teller and withdraw it in person. Using his knowledge of bank procedures, Jack forged an internal company email. He prearranged with the bank that someone would come to collect the cash. Meanwhile, the pursuers even pulled out guns. But the taxi driver wasn't ordinary either. When bullets flew, he didn't panic. He drove even faster. After extreme driving, they reached the bank first. Jack quickly showed the forged credentials. He successfully withdrew the money. He not only paid off the loan sharks, but also had enough left to pay for his father's operation. He thought it was over. But when Jack returned to work the next day, he saw news that a senior executive had been shot dead the night before. Security immediately locked down the bank and waited for the police. At the front desk, Jack panicked. The manager's computer still contained the email he sent the day before. If it was found, the implanted virus would be exposed. So he had to delete the virus from the server.